Hey, it's Melodie Joy. Want to know what I do for a living? Keep watching. Welcome to my life.
Hey everybody, it's Melodie Joy. Thank you for joining me. I'm here in my Pro Tools studio once again, working on another client's song. This artist is by, why do I want to say Kesha? It's not Kesha. This is a new song called Kiss Me More by Doja Cat. I love Doja Cat as an artist. If you've looked at some of my YouTube stuff, reaction videos, I did a reaction on Doja's. One of the performances, and it was so bomb. I just love her as an artist. I love her tone vocally. She has such a bright sounding, just really cute tone. Anyways, I love her as an artist. There are a few, more than a few, explicit words on here, obviously, because this is grown folk songs. But so what I've had to do is actually copy and paste the original lyrics, export them into a Word document, and just go ham on them, change them up, switch them up. So I hope that you enjoy. Keep watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those great things. And also, if you didn't know, I'm working on a virtual vocal coaching course that I'm just going to go into basically all the ways that I've been able to make a living from singing full time in the music industry. For those of you that don't know, I'm a recording artist first. I've toured with Daddy Yankee. I've worked on different television shows as background singers, different things like that. But I do have some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way vocally, just studying my favorite artists like Mariah, Ariana for one of them, Grande, Brandy, so many different gospel artists, Kim Burrell. And so I just want to bring that knowledge to you. So go ahead and visit the link in my bio and sign up to my email list so that once I'm ready to launch that, you'll be the first to know. Thanks in advance, and I hope you enjoy. Hi, beautiful people. My name is Melodie Joy. Thanks for tuning in. You are checking this out right now as I'm in my Pro Tools Studios live behind the scenes. First of all, thank you so much for just interacting on my page and stuff, and liking the posts, sharing them, all those wonderful things, because I'm going to just share with you a little bits and pieces of me working in studios. So I'm working on another client's, actually a remake of the song from Doja Cat. This song is Kiss Me More by Doja Cat and that other girl, that one. If you've seen my other lives regarding like the remix work that I do, my clients always try to have me sound similar to the record that I'm re-recording and remixing. So this is basically what I'm doing again. I'm hearing it for the first time. Let me get my levels together. Kind of what happens all the time with me. I don't hear the song before, but my clients trust me enough to send me stuff, and they know that I'm going to give them the results that they want. So if you're in need, you know what to do. DM me. Only serious inquiries. I don't got time to be playing around. We are hug. Okay, so that's verse 1. What I love about Doja Cat so much is that she has such a beautiful, bright tone to her. It almost sounds very young and adolescent and very free. It's definitely not, I wouldn't say it's nasal. It's just very bright sounding. So in order for me to recreate that bright sounding vocal, I naturally tend to be very more open, more rounded, more like bassy, mid and bassy kind of levels in my voice. Maybe you can kind of hear that even when I'm speaking. So in order for me to recreate a lighter, brighter type of vocal, I smile. So that is a free vocal tip for you. Which, side note, I am creating a virtual vocal coaching course that I'm really excited to be able to share with you all these different things, but I'm also giving you just my little free tips and tricks of singing and vocal stuff like that. So I hope that you're really enjoying that. Remember to like, share, comment, save, subscribe, all that other stuff. I'm going to smile to create that bright sound. And let's see what happens. I will switch up different little things and use my little bags of tricks that I have to switch things up, sound a little bit more brighter, sound a little bit more breathier, airier, whatever need be, depending on the song. Hey, two. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I know what happened. All right, so yes, thank you, Jesus. Okay. All right, so what I just discovered here is, and I'm sure my producer friends can understand this, I did not have my preamp on, okay? So it was giving me some kind of just like hissing and some grounding going on because I forgot to turn on my preamp. Now that I turned it on, there's no more of that interference going on. Because, you know, when you're dealing with all this electric stuff and electronic stuff, you get all kinds of little interference. So that's no longer there. Thank you, Jesus. Let's go. Baby, hug, so we make love and always say goodnight. I'm finding the right tone. It's almost there. It's that first line. For me, I don't know about you guys singers out there. It's always the first line. For me in particular, the first line is like, And then like the second line, the third line is when I kind of get in the groove. So I have to kind of position myself vocally before I get to the first line. We hug and yes, we make love and always just say goodnight. And we cuddle, sure I do love it, but I need your lips on mine. That's pretty good. That's pretty bright sounding. I'm smiling throughout that. Let me see if there's any stacks on this. La, 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 la. Okay, so I'm going to do that 3 times. There's no harmonies on this particular part that I can hear. And I like to look at my computer to look at the waveform also, just to make sure that I'm kind of like matching up, you know? It hangs a little bit longer than the first vocal. La, la, la. It's a little shaky towards the end. All right, let's do that. Lips. Lips of mine. Cool. Second pass of that. Yeah, third pass. It's just beautiful, light and airy. And once they mix this and lips of mine. All right, so this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to first do the background vocals. It's in a pattern. So there's a background vocal going on first. Then there's the lead vocal. And I'm going to do that on a separate track. So first BGVs. And I'm getting over a little bit of congestion. So I'm having to like, you know, it's a little harder. But using these techniques to sound a little brighter, it always helps to know the tools that we can do to sound a little brighter, sound a little different, even though we might not be at our best vocal capacity. It's just principle. Yeah, she holds on to that S. I don't know if you can hear. I'm very detailed. I've always been like this. I'm naturally a studier of people's voices. So whatever artist I'm listening to, it's like I hear all the little small, minute details. And I feel like, not to toot my own horn, but to be realistic, I feel that's what sets me apart from other like vocal coaches, is I can hear all the minor details where the majority of people kind of just glaze right over that, don't even hear that at all. And I hear the minor details. She's holding on to her S when she's saying it. And even now, as I'm describing it to you, I can see how I've shifted my voice and I'm kind of speaking more breathy when I normally speak more like full and bassy. It's just weird when I get into character. This is what happens. So let me try that again. It's just principle. She don't say the L. We're taking that out. She goes principle. It's that little swagger. It's the little vibes that you get. You know, you can't overpronounce things certain times. It's just that vibe. So now harmony. Principle. So light and airy and just cute. Principle. That was sharp. Nothing to lose. Oh. Okay, another thing that I like to do when studying different vocalists or recording artists is I like to watch their music videos, and I know that they're lip syncing throughout it, but it gives me an idea of how they are shaping their mouth. I'm giving you tips and tricks, people. So sign up to my email list whenever I'm ready to release this virtual vocal coaching stuff, because I'm giving you free tips and trips right now. Trips. What? Tips and tricks. Oh my God, dyslexia in the building. Get it together. So anyway, sign up. It's in my link in the bio. Because I like to listen and look at the music videos of these artists, even though they are lip syncing. Well, I know that they're lip syncing, but I can kind of see how they vibe it out, how they do it, and I can pick up on how they're positioning their mouth. Because even though they're lip syncing to it, they are lightly singing live to that, even though we don't hear them. I've done music videos, so that's basically how you do it. So I can tell that she doesn't tend to open up her mouth very wide as I would normally tend to do that, because I'm just more of a fuller singer. She does everything with kind of like a narrow opening of her mouth. There goes some free singing tips and tricks. Oh, God, try to say that fast. Tips and tricks. But I got confused the last time. So crazy. Oh, and then she keeps it like in her throat. Really, I love discovering how different artists do their thing. We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. It's very in her mask. Yeah, it's that placement. It's finding that magic placement. I think that sounds pretty good. Okay, moving on. We ain't got nothing to lose. Okay, so this is what I'm actually doing right now. This is why I'm having a little struggle. Is because I'm putting it in my head voice. We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. That's where I want to put it. But where she's putting it is she has a little bit more brighter sound to it, but she is putting it more in her mask, which means I have to take it away from the mixed voice into, we're so young, but we ain't got nothing to lose. See, there's more power behind it. There's more tone behind it, and less we ain't got. So that's what I'm trying to find, that little balance, because it's like right in the middle. Free vocal tips and tricks. I'm giving it to you right here. If you haven't signed up to my virtual vocal coaching course that I am currently creating, you're going to want to do that in my link in the bio above. Sign up, and as soon as I'm ready to launch, we're going to get it done. Let me just stack that, because sometimes what happens is as you continue to stack it, you can replace the first one you did once you start getting more comfortable with it. We're so young. No, that's we're so young, boy. We're so young, boy. Na 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 na. We ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah, that was on target. So when I basically prepped myself and did the whole it sets you up for the right positioning. So I'm going to actually go back to my first one, because I know the first one was still rough. I was trying to figure it out, but I think I got it. We ain't got nothing to lose. Nope, nothing. What? No. I think that creates pretty good texture. I'm fine with that. So, and not everything has to match up perfectly, because like I said, I do like the texture. It's time for me to stand, but I don't got time to be standing because I'm working. Thank you. Okay, so this is my struggle. I'm trying to keep it where I'm not singing full out. I'm like, baby, hold me, cause I like the way you. I'm not trying to sing full out. So that's why I'm trying to withhold and control my breath support. Oh, bam. This is what I'm going to be teaching you in my virtual vocal coaching. Sign up now in the link above to my email. I'm giving it to you for free, guys. But hey, it does not appear that there's a third harmony. Oh, there's a lot going on in this section. This is like the turnaround section. There's a lot. So she's doing the BGVs, but then she's also doing another counterpart to it. Oh, yes. I need to look at the credits on this particular song because I need to know who's been arranging her background vocals because it's so tasteful. I write your name, I can do the same. Ooh la la taste. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Yo, brilliance, Doja Cat. Does somebody out there know her credits? Who did the background vocal arrangements? Because this has so much swag. This is why I love arranging background vocals for different artists and different products different artists and different projects, because when you layer different things, counterparts, it adds to the swag of it. You now not only become a vocalist, but you also become like a drum machine. You also become like the layering in between, the airiness that happens. And that's the love connection that I have with arranging background vocals. So this background vocal has so much swag. Somebody find out for me who did the background vocal arrangements on Doja Cat's new song, Kiss Me More. Find it, please, and let me know. Write it over here because these background vocal arrangements are so swaggy. They're rhythmically just delicious. She's a genius. This is her. She arranged this because she's so creative. I can already tell this is her. I know she had something to do with it. Study albums. I study sounds. How do they create these different things? If you want your background vocal arrangements done, you need to hire me. All right, let me get back to this. And so if you notice my hand was doing this, I'm basically telling myself, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Every singer has their own tips and tricks that they develop along their career, along the way. And I have tons of mine that I want to show you. So once again, sign up to my email list so you can be notified for my virtual vocal coaching course. Whoo! But I'm giving these things to you right here for free. So please share it with all your singing friends. 3, 2, 1. This is how you get really good at singing, guys. It's repetition. It's rewind. It's hold on. Hear that again. Let me pick up the volume. That's how you get good at it. And you just do it over and over and over until it starts sounding similar. Are you guys enjoying this? I hope you guys share this. There's a lot of helpful tips, vocal tips and tricks here. Oh, thank you so much. Isaac, yes, I'm a bass player, but I'm learning production and this is a lot of help and great info. Thanks. I'm glad that it's informational and helpful to you, for sure. Hold up, let me get back into that. She is, and let me lower my gain. She is, smile again to keep that bright. Boy, write your name, I can do the same. Ooh, la la taste. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. Nice. So much swag on it. Did somebody find out who does or who did her background vocal arrangements on this song Kiss Me More? Somebody please look that up. Who did the background arrangements to Doja Cat's new song Kiss Me More? Because this part is amazing. I freaking love this song. I really love this song. Let me open up a couple more tracks again. Name them to keep this organized so that whoever's going to be mixing this knows these are the sections of this, these are the sections of this. You can also group them if you wanted to. It'll be easier if you, I guess if you did, but whatever, I'm fine with not doing it. I off the top of my head, this is what I'm gonna say. I off the top of my head feel like she did all of her background arrangements. Why? Number one, because she's was an independent artist before she was a mainstream well-known artist, and she always did her own recordings anyways. So from that, doing the research on her, I absolutely think that she did this herself. She really is a genius. She really is such a vibe. All right, so anyway, and then this is a chanting section, so I'm going to lower my gain here and kind of just step back a little bit. I have my booth. I'm in my booth right now. That's why you see the walls and everything like that, so it's not going to get that roomy sound. So I can be here, or I can actually maybe tilt my head this way and still in the direction of the microphone, but not like directly on it. we don't want it to peak or anything like that. So what did she say here? All on my tongue, I want it. Okay. I will switch up my tone as well, so it's not all the same tone. I will maybe do one a little bit lower. All on my tongue, I want it. All on my tongue, I want it. Okay, that's what she does. Before I got into the studio, what I did is search the original lyrics. The original lyrics do have explicit lyrics in it. There's going to be cursing, there's going to be insinuendos, and not even insinuendos, going to be flat out, blatant, whatever. She's the artist, she could do what she wants to, but because this is a remix work and because it's for the masses, I have to be creative now and put on my songwriter's hat to change those particular lyrics while still keeping the content and the structure of like the syllables, and still making it sound swag, still have that same syllable, still have that same swag. So that's what I'm doing here in my studio. I already did that so wherever somebody is saying like a bad word, I take those syllables and I can figure out, look at the lyrics like before and after, and say what is the artist trying to convey in this particular thing, and then I can put another word that's a clean version word there that has maybe the same amount of syllables, and just put that in place of the explicit version. So this is the rap part. This is where it's gonna get fun because I love Doja and her raps. Okay, hold on, let me see. I feel like loving something, but we could be Courtney Lovey. Now, remember, I don't know if anybody knows, I am from Jersey, so I did grow up with rap, and yes, I love rap, and I love listening and mimicking, but I especially love like female rap, and I love Doja Cat. So trying to convey her vibe on this remix is pretty cool. I get a kick out of it. That was actually pretty good, but I want to do it again because it was my first try. That was actually really good. Hold up. I feel like loving something, but we could be Courtney Love. I think I did it. I gotta laugh at myself. Let me listen. This is what I'm going to do because I'm noticing that I'm chopping certain parts up too much. I am going to stack this. I'm going to make another track of this, but I'm going to try not to cut it up so much and let it flow just a little bit more because she still has a lot of staccato in there, but there's certain words that are kind of slurred. So I need to portray that. Let me do that. This is why I personally like physical albums and physical records better than like digital stuff, because we're trying to find out who did the vocal arrangements or the credits, the vocal arrangement credits on Doja Cat's new song Kiss Me More, because I just love the background arrangements that are happening right now. And unfortunately, I guess it's not giving enough information digitally anywhere that we can find. So that's why I really like the physical copies, because at least for myself, whenever I've had my albums, I've always included my lyrics in the albums. I've included my credits in the albums, and I gave like everybody, like everything from arrangements, background vocal arrangements to, photographers, graphic designers, engineers, Pro Tools engineers, studio engineers, like background vocalists, all the different stuff. And I love reading that, like producers, songwriters. So I love knowing that about each different artist that I'm working on or just studying. All right, so I did this rap part and it sounds dope. Get into sign first, middle, last, on the wisdom too. Oh my God, this is like so, I need to read this. Oh my God. One more time. He wants lipstick, lip gloss. So much. Lipstick, lip. There's so much going on right now. There's so much going on right now. I gotta laugh because it's like I'm just, trying to say all these things. This is the first time I'm hearing this song, so I gotta try and hear it. I said lipstick. Okay, I said lipstick instead of lipstick because I'm looking at the next one. It's lip gloss. He want lipstick. Lipstick, lipstick, lip gloss. God, help me, Lord. Lipstick, lipstick, lip gloss, lipstick, lip gloss, lipstick, lip gloss, lipstick, lip gloss. Bite that lip, come give me two. He want lipstick, lip gloss, give me. Lipstick, lip gloss, hickeys too. Ha. I think I did it. Let me listen. I did it. Gosh, that took everything. Now, since I put that on a separate track, now I have to like cut and paste. Okay, wherever I can just cut this out. That was a lot. Okay, I'm gonna cut it out right here. And then I'm just gonna put this over top. I'm gonna put this over. Oh. Yeah. All right, I did it. All right, moving on. Moving on up to the side. Oh God, now I just gotta copy and paste the chorus. Now this girl. Now I gotta do another rap from this other girl. Oh Lord. It's too much. This is a whole lot. Let me get this rap in. How about that? The second rap. And then I will cut and paste the chorus parts later because after the rap goes back to the chorus. Okay, she has a different vibe, this one. All right. Oh, God, the headaches of trying to like become different, morph into different artists. No, you and you. Over and over and over and over and over. So a little trick of mine is that I kind of slow down the tempo and I do it on my own without listening to the whatever, just so I can get it and grill it, ingrain it. Say, give me a bug, need a say, give me a bug, need a good shit stuff. Let me know you ain't good enough. Let me know you ain't good. Give me a bug, need a good shit stuff. Let me know you ain't good enough. All you fellas said that you lost without me. All the ladies feel like I'm down. All the ladies feel like a Doja County. Kicking what you feel like jail, nana. I can't even exhale, nana. Try to do that fast. Good enough. All you fellas said that you lost without me. All the ladies that got in Doja County. Kicking you feel la la la. I can't even exhale, nana. Okay, for real. For real. Though. I could really do this. Let me stop playing. I could do it. I could do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Woo! This is so much. All right, I need to get it there because she took a breath. Finally. Girl. Let me try. Let me try it. Let me just try it. Okay, let's try it. Hold up. I need to lower my gain because that was just ridiculously loud. That's funny. It's funny though. These outtakes are so hilarious. I hope that you're enjoying this at my expense because I'm literally putting myself out there. I was able to put the two together. Oh God, let me get the second half because I can't. No more. I just want to cut and paste these chorus and be out. Let's go. I don't have time. Come on. This is beautiful. Like, honestly, the art of rapping is super amazing because there's so much rhythm behind it that it really does test your ability to strengthen your diction, and it tests the ability of like drumming, thinking of rhythmic patterns that you put words to and syllables. It really is an art form. It's not easy. Yes. Okay, let me read some of your questions before I get out of here. Okay, you love it. Oh, Caroline Music, thank you, babe. Appreciate that so much. I hope that you would take advantage of signing up to my email list. Anyone that's out there that wants to learn a little bit more of my vocal coaching, vocal singing studio tips and tricks and things like that. Here, I'm just showing you the behind the scenes of my studio, which I'm giving you also some vocal some voice tips and tricks that you can use anywhere, live performance studio or anything else. And I hope that you would take advantage of going onto my link, clicking into the bio, and signing up to my email list, because you're going to get notified as soon as I'm ready to launch the virtual vocal coaching course. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it's just, a lot. I've had a lot of people throughout the years ask me to coach them, and my schedule has not allowed that, because I've had such a busy schedule, just singing live, going everywhere, being physically in person somewhere. And so I wanted to create something, for you guys, that you can do at your own pace. And it's, just a lot more flexible on everybody's schedule, mine and yours. There was many years ago that I did take out the time to do vocal coaching, private lessons, but my schedule just does not allow that at this time. Yes, we have COVID, and yes, my schedule is a little bit more open, but the reason is I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking in the future, because I know that my schedule is going to get super packed, and I want to be able to bring something to you guys that you can learn a little bit from me, and you know me not have to depend on, or us not have to depend on, the time that I may not have time. It may not go well with the time that you have, so all of that. Anyway, Val says, I'm glad to see you. God bless you. You too, Val. Glad to see you too. Joshua, are you working on anything now? New with anything? Are you working on anything new, Alvaro Lopez? So Josh asked, and we were working on something. I still got to get in contact with him to see what he's done on his part, but I still have to get in contact with him. I don't know. I sent him my songs, and so I'm just waiting, but I do have to contact him just to see an update on that. Or of your own stuff, some of my own stuff. The only stuff that I'm working on really right now is on my client's stuff right now. But I am absolutely down to work with different producers to produce like just some of my new material. I would absolutely love to do that. I will say that I am primarily focused on getting this virtual vocal coaching course out to you guys, because I really enjoy the art of learning and studying different singers, and I just want to share that with you guys, because I know that you guys have your own dreams and goals and singing ability that you want to get better at. And I really do want to be able to show that to you. Whatever information I can provide to you, I want to bring value to your singing, whether you make it a career or whether you do it just for fun. I want to be able to, kind of just help give you or guide you or coach you into how can you make a living singing full time. This is what I've been doing for many, many, many years. This is what I have been doing throughout the whole Rona lockdown situation, and I'm gonna continue to do it forever. Yes, I've had jobs in the past, and it is just not made for me. I'm not cut out to, I need to be my own boss. I need to make my own hours. I need to do my own thing. I need to produce. I need to write. I am a very creative, highly creative being. So I want to be able to give that information to you guys. Don't forget to just go share this, like this, save this, everything else, because if somebody else can benefit from this, go and click on the link, sign up to my email list, and then you'll be notified whenever I'm ready to do this. In the meantime, you can just stay here where I'm updating you of all the different things that I have been working on. Isaac says your vocal coach is going to be only in English, or is going to also be in Spanish. So primarily what I do first and foremost, is I always do everything first in English. I will be having Spanish and different language subtitles, but for now I am doing everything in English, because that's just the quickest thing for me, to just put it out in English. I usually get people also to translate the stuff into Spanish, and then I'm going to have that with Spanish subtitles, is what I'm thinking first off, because I just want to get it out to you faster. If I wait and if I launch both of them at the same time, it's going to be like double the time, and I really don't want to keep waiting anymore. This is a very long process as it is, because I'm one person doing everything. I'm one person. You see me here in the studio. I'm one person working on my own graphics, working on the workbook, working on all of the written out scripting material, then having to go into my visual studio, set up my camera, set up the overlays, and set up the whole thing. Like, it's a whole lot for one person. I am one person, and I just want to get this out to you as soon as possible. So English will be primarily what it's going to be in, and then I'll have maybe Spanish subtitles. I have my guy that does it, and it goes, Isaac, you say I'm studying with Alvaro Lopez, and he's always speaks great stuff and amazing things about you, and also you are a great and amazing singer. Hope one day I can play the bass with you. Oh, that's so awesome. Isaac, yeah, absolutely. That's so great. Like I hold Alvaro in high esteem as well. He's an awesome musician, great producer. I mean, he's built a wonderful, beautiful brand, and he's helping so many different people in his platform. And so I'm grateful for him too, for also like, working with me and putting me on his projects and stuff. And I'm always open to working with different musicians and stuff like that. So if I'm, I do have to be working on my own projects. I really do want to work on my own projects, but right now I'm so focused on this vocal coaching situation. Um, but yeah, if you know any different producers out there, feel free to always email me or something like that. And if it works out, it works out. But I'm always open to working with new talent, undiscovered, talent. I'm always willing. I'm just cool with that. Like it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be at a certain stature. I'm of the person that happens to believe that there are a lot of undiscovered artists and talented people and musicians and singers out there. It would be so naive of me to just be like, yo, I want to work with like big people only. While that is a goal in itself, and while that's awesome to try and reach that goal, that shouldn't automatically, discount everybody else and everybody else's talent that they have that isn't really discovered by the mainstream media or by the mainstream people out there. There are so many talented artists that are not discovered, that are actually, honestly, from a level, better talented level than some of these artists out here. But for whatever reason, it just hasn't happened for them. For me, I'm of the type of person that has been inclined to think that, God has been protecting me throughout this entire season and longevity in my recording artist career, because I've been approached by so many different labels. I'm talking about Sony label, Word label, Atlantic Records, so many different labels throughout the years that, I've had the opportunities. I've been on the labels and then been off of the labels. It's been crazy, but I kind of feel like God has been protecting me through the whole thing, because my mind has been doing a whole lot of research. There's a lot of things on here that I don't share a lot with people publicly, because I've been doing my own research behind the scenes, and I really know how a lot of things are run. And for the most part, there are great people out there. There are great teams out there. But for the majority of the reality is the music industry as a whole has a small portion of people that are really in it for all the right reasons, and then there's a large majority of the people out there that are in it for themselves, that are money hungry, that are backstabbing, that will cut you down to bring themselves up, and it's just a nasty, nasty business to be in. You have to like learn how to grow thick skin, and sometimes that means that you have to be cut and sliced and scarred in order to develop those layers of scar tissue to be out in these streets hanging with these people, because they're on another level of just debauchery. It's crazy within every single industry. It don't matter if it's Christian, and sometimes it's even worse if it's Christian. The reality is, wherever people are flawed. Wherever people surround themselves and engage in business, every single person is flawed. There's always going to be something underlying happening, going on. So I see it as God's protection. God is allowing me to work with whoever He's allowing me to work with, from well-known artists to independent artists to nobody knows them. But I'm open to all of it, because there's so much talent out there. There's so much God-given talent out there. So yeah, Isaac, I'm totally down. Anything just email me. Keep DMing me. If if I don't respond or if I don't have anything to work on with you guys out there right now, that may not mean that in the future I may not, may have something to work on with you. Do you have another album like Viru de Milenio in Spanish? Because it's the only album that I know of, Val. So yeah, I do have one. You can go directly onto my website, melodiejoymusic.com, for the digital download. You can also, I believe it's on iTunes and everywhere out there. It's called Su Vida, Sus Pasos, Su Voz. And I had a really amazing, huge single on there called Sueña, Dream On, in English and in Spanish, written by Nicole C. Mullen's ex-husband now, David Mullen, an incredible songwriter out in Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm talking about, he has produced Rachel Lampa. He's, worked with all the greats. I don't know, they look like jars of clay, like all the greats. Obviously, Nicole C. Mullen, my Redeemer, I know my Redeemer lives. So her husband wrote the song, and I've had great success with that song, Sueña. So if you want, and the album is in Spanish, and it also has some songs in English as well. It is like my first bilingual album that is totally a representation of who I am as an artist, bilingual, and open to like different markets, and it just has such cool, really cool songs in there. So if you want to listen to it, check it out on my website, melodiejoymusic.com, and you can download the digital download there. You can also check out iTunes and stuff like that. And then I think I have my stuff also on Spotify, so you can check it out there. Let me see. Oh, you agree with me, Joshua. Thanks so much. And then, oh yeah, Isaac, you said that's sad, but it's true about the environment of the industry. But I know God is going to open the door in an amazing way. He is. Yeah, God opens the doors. And there's a lot of things that I have experienced in my music career that I have not posted publicly on all of my artist accounts and stuff like that, because in the past, because I understood of all of the different people, all of the different like fans that I've had was basically from my Virus del Milenio days. So I always tried to be conscious of that and not post any of the secular stuff that I've done throughout the years. But I'm in a whole nother different stage in my life. I'm married now. I've done a whole lot of secular stuff with many different big, huge artists, big, huge producers like Rodney Jerkins Studios here in Orlando, Florida, at Owlsworth. Is basically the same place that, what's this guy, golfer? Oh my God, like the best golfer in the whole world. He used to live in. I've worked with Mace. I've done demos with Mace. Mace the rapper, which is now turned pastor. He was on Bad Boy Records with Puff Daddy. Like, I've worked with these people. I toured with Daddy Yankee, so many different things that I have not put on this platform publicly in the past because of, like I said, the representation of where I started off in music was in Latin Christian music, which is always going to be who I am at the core of me. But I do this full time, and the Lord has opened secular doors for me to travel and work with different artists, different Fortune 500 companies, Disney studio sessions, major Disney studio sessions, and major sessions with different producers that I've worked with, like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. But this is a new season for me. I'm growing. I have stepped out of just being known as one thing. I've never really liked only being known as like a Latin Christian artist, because I have more to offer. My songwriting skills and my background work and the study that I do of all these different artists, vocal artists, and I'm gonna start putting that out there more. So I might be posting some more things of me being on tour with Daddy Yankee, taking pictures with him on stages, different stuff, and Don Omar and all these different things. And so this is a full-time job for me. So I appreciate that you're recognizing that. And I do know that some people out there may not agree with it. They are not going to like it. And that is all good, because I'm not going to live my life. I have to live my life for the approval of one person, and that is Jesus Christ. He knows my heart. He knows where I stand. He knows that my salvation is never in question wherever I go. wherever I go. I collect the check because it's my job. Like right now, I'm doing a secular song. Do I like what the message is talking about? No. Do I like the language that it's using? No. But am I going to not get that check? Absolutely not. Because the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous, and that's my money. That's much money, honey. I'm the righteous, and that wealth of the wicked belongs to me in Jesus' name. So I'm getting it. I'm getting it. It's people may not understand. That's okay. They can unfriend, they can unfollow, they can do all that other stuff. It's all good. God is taking me to different levels. So you say, yeah, oh my God, it's been an honor and pleasure to connect with you and to be able to do a project with you. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Isaac. For me, there's nothing wrong with working on Christian music or not Christian music. A job is a job. Amen. I'm glad that you're not brainwashed by all of the, whatever. Hey, to each their own. Everybody has, look, doesn't the Bible talk about the body of Christ? There's different body parts. If everybody was the head, then everybody would be the head and wouldn't walk nowhere. Somebody got to be the legs, somebody got to be the feet, somebody got to be the arms. The whole point is to wherever God allows you to go within your realm, your scope, your platform, your reach of people, wherever he allows you to go, your point is to make an impact there. You don't got to carry a Bible and bang people over the head with the word of God. They're just going to know by the way that you carry yourself that hey, there's something different about this girl. When I was touring with Daddy Yankee, I wasn't acting a fool. I could have been acting a fool, and that's all good. If I was acting a fool, that was my prerogative, but I wasn't. That wasn't my thing. I just looked at it as a paycheck. It was a career choice. It was a way in the door. It was something that I actually prayed for. That I said, God, show me. I want to know what it feels like to be on a secular stage, singing at Madison Square Garden, singing in Staples Center. I have all those videos. I have all that stuff. But I asked God, like, God, show me what it feels like to be out here, just to see from behind the screen. And what I saw was awesome. But at the same time, I was able to see the whole entire picture. And it's not as shiny as they make it out to be in the media. It's not as shiny. It's grimy out here. It's grimy. Like you are really out in the devil's dungeon, and you have to know how to stay afloat above all that. So I'm reading all of the stuff that you guys are sending. Wow, I can see your passion on your music and vocal. I respect you and admire you. God bless you so much more. I appreciate that, Isaac. God bless you too. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor and share this and save this, like this. Just get this out to the masses. If you know any of your singer friends, please let them share this and have them like my pages and sign up to my email list in the link in my bio above on Instagram, because I really want to get this, share my passion out with so many different people. There's a lot of singers out there that nobody's really teaching you this stuff. Nobody's telling you the real stuff that goes on. Some too many times we're just so protected by the four walls of church, and that's all that we know, which is a great thing. That's good to be protected. But then when you get an opportunity to step outside the four walls of church, you are not equipped. And if I can help shed some light and help equip you in any way possible, that's what I want to do. That's why I'm developing this virtual vocal coaching course, because I want to be able to help equip you for people who want to step outside of the four walls of church. You need to know the tools that you need to have when you're stepping outside of these four walls of church. It's crazy out here in these streets. Let me read. Oh, Josh, let me read what you said. You said, I understand you too. I used to do secular music work as well, but never posted it as well. I had to learn that no matter what I do, people will always talk. That's absolutely right. You said it right. It only matters what God says. Amen, Josh. That's exactly right. God bless you always. I've been a huge fan since Vidas de Milenio, but I first heard of your vocals on Alvaro Lopez's first album, and it was... Who is that? And I just had to look into it. Yeah, I remember those were amazing years with Alvaro Lopez's first album, Rescue Band, all that stuff. Abel, I see him, the bass player. It was actually the singer. He's a bass player now for this guy's mega church. Gosh, you know him, for the mega church. What's his name? Um, Pastor Joel Osteen. So Abel was the singer on Alvaro Lopez album, first album. that sang, que por amor yo soy perdonado, que por amor yo salvo soy, something like that. And then we did that song together, that other song together. That was myself and Abel, the bass player, who is now at Lakewood Church. Exactly. That's where he's at. So every Sunday, I love tuning in to Pastor Joel Osteen. He's just such a great encourager and motivator. And I see him and his daughter singing at Lakewood Church all the time. My husband and I love watching it, and just because there's just so much beautiful, encouraging words that he has to say that I apply just to my life all the time. So anyways, thank you guys for joining. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please share this to all of your singing friends. Like I asked you before, if you can sign up to my email list, I would gratefully appreciate that. I'm trying to just be helpful and help you guys with whatever information I know. I want to share it to you guys. So I will see you next time. Look out for the videos that I'm going to be posting of this, and I'll show you some more of the behind the scenes stuff that I have never shown before, because it's a new season for me. It's a little bit of a new rebranding for me as well. I'm just out here doing whatever God opens the doors for me to do is what I'm going to do. So thank you so much in advance for your support, and I'll check you guys later on my next live. Have a wonderful day. Ciao. Hopefully I can save this.
Thanks so much for tuning in. And don't forget to sign up to my email list right at the top of my Facebook page where it says sign up now, or on my Instagram page. Just click the link. You'll put in your email address. I will never spam you because I hate that. And then you'll be notified as soon as I'm ready to launch my virtual vocal coaching course, where I'm going to share all of my tips and tricks with you. And I'm really excited about that. So please share this to all of your singing friends. There's going to be a lot of information that will be helpful for you. Thanks so much again, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.